Finished the game and won.
Hey, congratulations on winning. Also, hi everybody. Also, my camera's not on. There we go. Let's turn on the webcam.
I apologise, I'm currently eating biscuits, so
Oh, what
I
kind of
will
biscuits?
mute just what chocolate and
What?
hazelnut biscuits
Oh, you can keep those then.
from work.
Hmm.
They were brought for me, so I'm not going to say no.
Never say no to a free biscuit.
Ah,
So anyway, hi everybody. Hi. I hope you're all doing well this evening.
Hello.
For another fine episode of Tales of Fumbles and Fortune. So sure, we sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Hey, yay!
Deafening silence as everyone's just like, yes, I forgot
just
this was
a
a
long
live stream.
no, I keep talking, then I realise that I'm on mute because of the crunching.
Crunch
I was
shits
joining in,
anyway.
I was
like chug Coke cans and I'm fairly sure it gets picked up.
Hmm.
Oh, but drinking isn't as bad as constant, like, chamming.
Well,
And for once, by the way, Brian, I am drinking Coke too.
Hey!
yay!
I'm not tonight. I actually have a cup of tea. A cup of fruit tea.
Ooh, nice.
I would say that's not tea, but
Well, fruit tea. It's strawberry, cucumber, aloe vera, and mint, I think.
that's sounding more suspicious here like a cocktail.
Yes, essentially, it's a non-alcoholic mojito.
Hmm.
Whatever, it works. Ah, right. So last time, for those who would like a recap, our wonderful band of adventurers had travelled all the way to the port town of Minato once again. On a sort of divine guidance from the wonderful bit of Shizuka to find this fourth genie and deny someone a perfect wish. You guys have opted to go find the water genie, which is led you back to Minato, as I said. Upon arrival in town, Shizuka went and dealt with the old priest Hashirama, who had since undergone a process of self-mummification.
Mummification.
Yeah. For those that played Zelda Breath of the Wild, the monks in the Sheikah shrines, that is basically self-mummification.
I was actually thinking in my head, I'll have to see if I can find the sketch. There's a sketch on horrible histories, and rather than the game Operation, it's mummification.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And it's they basically just parody the advert.
Nice.
Because obviously with Operation you take out the bits of the
Yeah.
Well,
body, and of course mummification's the exact same thing.
yeah.
Just wrap up for when you're done.
Yeah.
Ha, ha, ha. Ha. Yeah.
Also, one of my favourite jokes from Horrible Histories is also the process in which a daddy becomes a mummy, which is a very complex operation.
Yes. Yes.
That's one of my favourite lines from the whole thing.
I approve of this. This is great.
From that pun.
I love
Show,
it.
so you haven't
Mary.
started yet, and I'm in pain.
Yes.
It happens.
His daddy became a mummy, which is a very complex operation.
Nice. Beautiful. But you know what's also a complex operation?
Running this D&D stream, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
God. Anyway, as I was in the middle of my recap for,
Yeah,
So-
mummification.
Yes. So Shizuka dealt with the old priest Hashirama, who's undergone a process of self-mummification, and using Speak with Dead, got a few questions answered. The last of those being to avoid 3 people in particular: the one-eyed hangman, the golden peacock, and the white hunter. Meanwhile, with the rest of you, you are all playing a game of Gohan with Captain Bardock and all of his crew. And just about scraping by, not losing a huge amount of gold.
I must say that I ran into I misheard Brian again, and it was kind of hilarious to my own ears. Being that you said that Shizuka used Speak with Death, and I heard Sleep with Death.
Oh God, sleep with death. Oh God, this is what happens when the necromancer takes a level in bard.
I mean,
That's a completely different stream.
I mean, to be fair, did you know in the Marvel comics that Thanos actually is in love with Lady Death? He is in love with Death,
I mean,
and and that's why he does the snap to sort of impress her.
Yep, that was the whole
Yeah.
point of the Infinity Gauntlet saga, was just him literally going, and what else do you want me to do? Eliminate half the universe? Fine!
Yeah.
Am I not handsome enough now?
oh, you love me.
Pretty much. So yeah, and you guys made some money off Gohan, at which point you were also nudged in the direction to go see the captain who resides here and acts as like the lord of the town. As the recent expedition that you guys originally heard about as a rumour has now returned. And it returned with 3 people. 2 of the original crew and 1 guest.
Oh,
And I think that's where
Yes.
we're going to pick up this week.
Yes.
It is.
So,
Nice.
as you guys
Apologise.
make your way across the bridge to the military district of Minato,
yep.
there are no guards posted at the gate.
Because we were told that the guards are not to be trusted. Well, Shizuka was told that the guards were not to be trusted.
I leave
I
it up
was-
to you if you want to relay that information to your comrades.
I'm going to relay that information. It makes no sense for me to keep that information, like, from the others. So yeah, Shizuka will relay that. Yeah, the guards are not. Yeah, that I was told by Hashirama that. Yeah, I was told by Hashirama that the guards are not to be trusted. I don't
Okay.
know why. But
And who can we trust?
well, there we go. That is the question.
Just ourselves.
Mm.
So it's
So,
always a good way to go. Trust yourself.
But yes, we should probably see the captain, or at least, would he technically be the daimyo because he killed his brother,
I mean, he is the daimyo, but everyone still calls him,
captain
well,
or
yeah, military captain.
military captain? Okay, that's fair.
But anyway, you guys make your way to the military district over the bridge. There are no guards mounted at the gate, but the gates are open for you. And you can see to the edge into the courtyard, sat on a small throne, flanked by 2 dimly lit torches, a fully armed, ready to rock, go to war kind of samurai.
Hey, dude.
Hey, dude.
Hey, good.
God, it's gonna be a mix of Hey Jude, isn't it?
well, I mean, something like that.
But yeah, you say that and hi. Wasn't expecting to see you so soon.
Well, we're only passing through, and we hear that you have a new acquaintance.
It's one way of putting it.
Well,
He turned up when the expedition returned. I'm still debating what to do with this one. He's crafty.
When you say... Yeah, carry on.
I was going to say, did they say why they joined the expedition? Or
No, they found him on the ship when they left.
oh, so they brought him straight back.
So they were I can't remember the word for it.
Stowaway?
Stowaway.
So they're a stowaway.
I suppose. I'll let you guys get a look at him. You might find some use with him. And he leads you over to an area just behind where he sat, where they've erected up a small jail cell. He orders the guard to open the door, and as he opens the door, you just hear him go, "Oh, for God! What are you doing?" And as you look in the cell, it's only a small, sort of 15 by 15 cell. In the corner, you see an elven figure who is snow white skinned, ice blue shocker hair, and he is completely stark naked, standing over a bucket in the corner, and he's literally like, "Get, I can't go if you're looking."
Sopper will sort of lean on the doorway. It's like, I like this guy. He's got big kahunas.
We'll turn away. Yeah, Shizuka will turn away and just be like...
Well, those of you that stay and look, you also notice that in this jail cell, what they have done is they have got 2 shackles about where his ankles would sit, and 2 shackles hanging from the ceiling at well over arm's reach. So if he was shackled up, he would be his arms would be fully stretched out. And at that point, he comes like, "Fine," and ushers you all away, shuts the door, and you hear the sound of him taking a leak. And after a while, shakes himself off and goes, "Okay, fine, you can come in now. I'm done."
Okay, yeah.
And as you open the door, and you look at each other, yeah, he is completely starkers. I will let you imagine the tools of his trade, if you, however you wish. But overall build, he's very slim, and well toned in muscle and everything else. He just walks up and goes, "Apologies, I would wash my hands, but the accommodations are a bit sparse." And then goes back to where he was meant to be shackled. And do you want to take me back up, or shall I just sit down? For goodness sake, just sit down. For the love of God, sit down.
Well, I think if our samurai kind of blocks the doorway, he hasn't got much choice on where to go. So
yeah, but he sits there cross-legged, and the captain lets you all in. You can see him in his full glory. And he looks around and goes, "Oh, an audience. I didn't realise we were having an audience today." I'm not sure if I'm into that sort of thing, but we'll see how we get on. Hi, by the way.
hi, for sort of wave.
What the hell is going on?
Let's just say Zoppa's very interested.
So we heard that you were on a boat that was part of an expedition? Like,
yeah, I was. It was a rather nice, comfy, warm boat. It was a nice thing. Unfortunately, your expedition scared away what I was hunting.
oh shit. Yeah, I'm having alarm bells going off in my head.
Was it some sort of beast? Or was it ethereal genie Jason Momoa shaped?
No. One of the three that we probably should avoid. Could I make a check to see if this guy is one of the three that Shizuka was warned about?
How would you even go about a check like that?
I don't know, DM.
What about asking him, does he get, what is his name, or what does he go by?
I mean, that's a good start. Yeah, that is a very good point. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, did you want to ask, or shall I ask, or?
I don't mind. I mean, either way, I don't mind.
I mean, I don't suppose you'd be willing to share your name.
I'd rather not. The time it would take to say my full name, we'd be here for probably another week or so.
What about a nickname then? Surely you must have something some acquaintances call you by.
I mean, my siblings called me Hunter, so let's go with Hunter, shall we?
Shit, I am internally screaming.
Yeah. X-nay on the...
Stay on the explain.
I would admit, as he's talking as well, it's like looking around at each of you and almost like he's taking like a measure of you. And then after a while realises how many female people in company like, oh, excuse me, and prestidigitates a small napkin to cover up his modesty.
I mean, I've seen worse. I don't know about the others, but I've certainly seen worse.
I've seen better.
I don't know, I feel really ashamed now. I was quite well endowed.
Oh, you are, but let me tell you. And Zopper will launch into something and be like, and everyone will be like, shh.
Oh, no, he's so fully engaged in this. It's like,
oh, yeah, no. Zopper gets down on the floor with him and he's like, so there's this guy that I was meant to sleep with, which I saw in the bath. And he was like, I could tell you. And like, Zopper makes like...
and like we've been doing hand things like so, like that big, that big, that big, that wide.
Yeah. I mean that's a tiefling. I don't know what.
I love how we're all just sort of like, you know what? Zopper's got this. Zopper's got this.
I have a sister that would love to have a chat with you.
Well, I'm sure us beings which are oddly coloured, we all get on in some form or another.
Oh, believe you me, you would make her blush.
Perfect. Now, what does she look like? And I'll sort of like lean on my knees, where I'm sat on the floor.
Well, the last I heard, she was somewhere off in a distant land, plying her piety.
Oh. And what's her name?
Again, I don't want to say because we'd be here all week. My family have very long names.
Oh, snap. Sorry, I'm like
anyway,
thinking...
But besides you guys all coming guests and asking me strange questions, let me ask you a strange question. Why are you here speaking to me?
Seem like an interesting kind of guy. I'll stay on the floor with him. cross-legged.
So, I mean, you must have been on that island where the expedition took place. I don't suppose you'd know what was there that kind of took all the other people that were on the expedition? Like, did they die or were they taken?
And at that point, the captain pipes up and says, "He's already told me that. Apparently, the wildlife killed them." Yeah, exactly. It was the wildlife. You should never go to an Arctic environment unprepared.
I am making an insight check on that. I smell bullshit.
Oh no, he's being quite honest.
Oh, okay.
Then how did you survive on that island then, if the wildlife?
No, because I am a hunter. I know how to hunt things. For example, and he points to the captain's like, for the big guy over there, just get him on his back and he's useless. He's like a turtle in that suit of armor. For you, young lady with the dark hair and the very dark skin, it's slightly disturbing to look at you. Immobilizing you is always a good start. You, my young Leonian friend, I would disarm in a heartbeat. And he starts rattling off different ways of taking you down. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, force of habit.
Oh, thank you for giving us forewarning, if ever needed.
I am intrigued to know what he said for everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially Raugash, disarm, Erin, immobilize, for Shizuka, mute.
Oh shit. Ironic.
Quite ironic indeed.
And,
It is.
and for me, sweetie, I'll lean over and caress his leg.
Oh god.
Steady now.
Hey, we want to get around this guy.
And he pushes you away gently, says, and for you, I just need to give you a good flash and let the heat do its job.
I've told you before, not very impressive. Just my hands, and I'll lean back on my hands.
I like this one. She's quite casual.
Mm.
Yeah. She's always... Yeah, she's been like that since we know her. Yeah, I'm just internally panicking because of what? Because I know.
I mean,
know.
outside of this strange chat we're having with him, what is our actual goal with him? What do we want to find out from him?
I mean, if he knew anything about a blue genie, but then again, I don't want to mention anything about that to him. I really don't.
He was hunting. If it's an Arctic island that he was on, and he was hunting something, he was obviously there, we're guessing, to hunt something in the first place. Whatever said thing or other things on the island killed the expedition, and the expedition wanted to go there and hunt and find something as well. So could there be something on this island which everybody actually, is trying to get off of this island? Is there something that we should know that this island holds which people keep on going to? That's my thought anyway.
I'm gonna let you ask that question.
I don't know how to. I don't know. I'm just saying out a game. Is this what we want to find out, or is this just me rambling outside of game?
Okay, so you say the wildlife killed the people. Are we talking? I'm guessing we're talking beasts, since I doubt plant life would survive in the Arctic.
Yeah, mostly beasties. You ever met a creature called a Kirin?
As a player, I want to say I know what it is, but at the same time, I'm probably not imagining the right thing.
Erin, you
fluffy.
have never heard of a keyring before?
Is it fluffy?
Shizuka, you have. It's an interesting, sort of akin to a dragon. He says, no, he's got indigestion of nothing. See if I can find it. Find a picture for you all. Without showing the token.
Yeah.
Where is it? I'm going to have to show you the thing on Roll20, aren't I?
Well, I was going to say,
Probably gonna have to.
how do you spell it? We can just Google.
I was spelling it right, so why was it not giving me the thing? That's really irritating. But no, it's fine, because what I can do is go into the compendium and be like, hey, I need this creature. Go and get it.
But yes, Corinne, you say that does. Actually, I'm looking out to be like, oh, that's what it is.
And if I knew how to spell it, I'd search it.
I've heard of such a thing.
There you go.
Yeah, I've heard
is
of
a
such
keyring.
a thing. Yeah, I heard of such a thing.
Ah,
So with my check, what would I know exactly about Kieran?
So you know, a keyring is akin to a dragon, but it is more of a celestial thing.
Okay.
it's like thingy out of crystal, isn't it? I thought I recognised it when you said it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's a lawfully good celestial creature.
Mm.
And it'd be a biggie.
The thing is, why on earth would a creature that is normally associated with goodness be attacking and killing people? Unless they trespassed on its holy ground and...
He starts tapping his nose at you and going, that's why. I was hunting it for a completely different reason. But that poor expedition, it was beasties, and this thing kind of dealt the killing blow to a lot of them. I was after something much, much worse.
And what would that much worse thing be?
I'll let you know if you decide to go that way. And take me with you, because this cell is really boring. I mean, I've got no dice, I've got no books, no scrolls, not even a loincloth. At which point the captain just grumbles and leaves and tells you all to just have your conversation and be done.
You could have some cards.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no!
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I mean, yeah, a deck of playing cards would be rather nice. You know, I could play some Patience to pass the time.
I'm only joking.
Oh no! On the one hand, it's so tempting.
I know, just to get him to pull a card.
Oh, what's this? Void. Oh no. Thud.
That's great. Hmm. Um. Um. A word with everyone, please. I would like to discuss the matter, sort of away from everyone. Well, away from the elven dude and the Captain McDude.
Oh, the captain's outside the cell. He's had enough of listening to him.
When I spoke to Hashirama, he warned me of. Well, I told you of the beings that like he warned me about. I have a feeling that the man in the cell is the White Hunter. I mean, just by some subtle clues.
Yeah, I would think that sounds pretty correct. Being literally called Hunter.
And this is very concerning to me. I mean, if we really wanted to go on, I don't know, an expedition to that place, I think we should just leave. No, I don't think he should come with us. Like, I've just got some bad feelings about this.
As much
The
fun as
bad
it is
juju.
teasing him, yeah.
Sorry?
I said you got the
What?
bad juju.
I've got the bad juju, yes.
Yeah. So as much fun as it would be to keep teasing him and that, it probably is a bad idea to let somebody else in on our quest.
Especially with something as powerful as, well, gaining the greatest power that we know of. But the only other thing is that we only know about the Corinne, and, well, there's other creatures that killed, like, the explorers, but it seems to be Holy Land from what that man was saying. So, is it really? I mean, do you think it's worth going up there to see whether, well, the water genie is there, or?
I mean, we were told that it was in all bodies of water. So, I mean, if a whole place is frozen water.
That's very true. I mean, what does everyone else think? And Shizuka will turn to everyone else who
Is there?
Israel, Gesh, and Aaron. Hello.
Yeah.
They're currently both muted.
I was going to say they're currently both muted.
Sorry.
That's right.
That's right.
I didn't think you guys wanted to hear me crunching.
Oh, that's fair. Like, yeah.
I'm willing to go with whatever the rest of the party decides.
I mean, he did pretty much tell us what our weaknesses are. I don't think. I mean, anyone who can exploit such weaknesses is a dangerous person. And
I got the impression that he is still in that cell because he wants to still be in that cell. Like, he got out of his shackles easily enough. It's probably just a game to him.
I mean, it would suggest that he can easily escape from the cell if he wanted to.
Hmm. I mean, he could be escaping right now, and I'll just turn around and
Turn around, look through
get
the
to see
small
it.
window. Nope, he's still sat in the middle of the floor, cross-legged, and he's got the little sheet of cloth he prestidigitated, and he's looking at it, trying to see if he can make it bigger, and not really working for him. You can just hear the faint muttering of, "Oh, if only my brother was here, he was good at this sort of thing. How does he do it?"
And do we think that his brother and sister are maybe other people involved?
I mean, quite possibly, but I don't. But Hashirama never said that they were all connected. He just knew that those were the sorts of people to avoid.
He didn't say avoid them, it was like, just beware.
Just be aware. Mm. Okay, just. I mean, it was more just to be aware.
Mm.
I, for one, don't really trust him one bit. I mean, I know that what he said about what's on the island is true, but in terms of, well, just would I trust him with something precious? Probably not.
No. Well, if we're thinking no, then
I have a feeling that if he wants to come with us, he will come with us. We'll find a stowaway again.
So regardless, we might as well just leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right then. I guess that's what we'll do. I mean, of course there'll be like plenty of. Wait. There were 2 other people that survived. Maybe we could ask them about what they saw. Yeah, I'm trying to find a polite way of like saying Captain or
Hello, beautiful.
like,
That tends to work. Tell her whose pipe that was bleeding through.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I don't suppose you know the names or who the other 2 or who the 2 survivors of the expedition are. And where would they be?
The last I heard, they were somewhere in the Centre District. Let me see here. The explorer's name was... The DM didn't have a name for the explorer because actually he rolled the death table and he survived, the bastard.
Dora! I mean, what?
Let's call him Doris.
Eldora. Eldora.
Eldora. Yes.
What's her, like, the fox's name? It's
No,
like Sneaky.
Sweetie's got it better. His name is Dave now. Dave the explorer.
Dave the Explorer.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yes, and the other survivor was one of Bardock's sailing fellows.
Oh,
Although he's
okay.
taken to hitting the bottle a bit harder than usual. I don't know how much information you'll get out of that one.
So, we've got Dave in the Centre District
Mm-hmm.
and one of Bardock. I suppose. Well, I mean, we'll probably need to talk to Bardock about that. The other person, then. Well, thank you very much. I mean, unless anyone else has any questions or anything they need to know, then I think
from
think
back
we
in the
should.
cell, you do hear, I have a question. When can I get out? If nobody likes that one, what about when can I have room service? It's been a few days.
I mean, if anyone else doesn't have any questions, we should probably be on our way.
Okay, bye-bye. Have a beautiful time.
Mm-hmm.
Alright then. So you guys leave the military district. Where do you go? Do you go to the centre of town, or do you go for Bardock's drunken captain?
We could split the party. I mean, what?
Have we ever split the party?
Yes,
Yes.
several times.
Have we?
Yeah, we have.
Almost every time you guys come to Minnesota, the party gets split.
Mm.
That's why I love it so much. It's basically this town is a split RP.
I don't mind. We can split the party. I don't mind how we split it.
All right. So, who's willing to talk to the captain? Who's willing to talk to Bardock?
Well, generally I'm the talker, aren't I? So which one do you think you probably need talking to the most?
I mean, you'll probably be able to convince the captain or yeah, you'll probably be better to convince the captain to I guess divulge some information.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll head
if you
that
wanted
way
to
then.
talk to Bardock.
Well, yeah, if I head that way then, if that makes most sense for people.
Then I don't mind going for the. I don't mind going the other way. So it's just a case of where does everyone else want to go?
Oh, this Foxy seems to be asleep.
So,
Aaron can tag along with Shizuka.
okay.
Awesome.
I have an idea.
Who has idea?
That was out of character. Aaron
Oh.
has no idea
Okay.
about anything.
All right. So I guess if Ralgash goes with Zopper and Khan, I mean, Khan could go with whoever.
Khan and Crip are just like, we're going to do our own thing.
All right.
All right,
God.
well, I'm on my own then. If Khan and
Whatever, Ralgash is going with you.
yeah, all right.
You got muscle backup.
Yeah, I have muscle back.
Yeah, I have muscle. You have muscle.
Yeah.
The party
And
has been
if-
split evenly. This works out beautifully.
And if we see or hear any explosions, we know that Crepe is involved somehow.
Somehow.
Yep, that was great. All over. Alright then. So let's deal with Zopper and Ralgash first. So you guys go back to the Drunken Mermaid to speak to Captain Bardock. Who at this point in time is actually now sat outside the bar. Perched on a couple of crates. He's got one foot up, seems to be resting a sprained ankle, and he's ordering various captains around on what they're going to do. And as he arrives, in it going, right, you two go fishing. I need you to do a quick harbour patrol. Oh, and Captain Boimler, if you get a few spare lads together, could you take another ship and do a quick survey up the coast? I understand the Daimyo wants to put a fort or a lookout tower up there. See if you can find somewhere good.
Would Zopper overhear that, or?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you need to keep a lookout for, matey?
Ah, friends, good to see you again.
Aye.
Nothing much. Just Daimyo wants to keep the coastline secure. Don't know why.
Could it be from whatever you saw on that island?
So what I saw is what he saw, and he gestures inside and he leads you in. And in the corner, opposite from where you guys were playing Gohan, there is an elven gentleman hugging several bottles of mostly sake, mostly rum, maybe some mixing going on in between. And he is a dishevelled wreck. He's just sitting there mumbling to himself constantly. He's like, I don't want to go out there. Don't want to see that thing again.
I'll sort of sit down in front of him and wave a hand in front of him. Hello,
As you sit
sweetie.
down- As you sit down and wave the hand, he recalls it. Stay back!
Okay. I'm here, look. I'm 6 foot away. Social distancing. Now, sweetie.
Leave me alone, and he just rips open the cork from another bottle and just starts chugging. In a way, it's quite impressive. He's really knocking this alcohol back and not flinching.
Definitely. Must have really done your head in, hadn't it? Every time you close your eyes, what do you see?
I see that bloody monster. What even was that thing? I know it's meant to be divine, but what it did?
Oh, I see. You've been burned by a divine being. Has it been burned into your mind? Okay. When you say divine, what house did it come from? Is it someone that you worship?
It must be divine. It was gold, silver. Had the scales of a dragon, the hooves of a horse, the horn of a unicorn. It could speak. It warned us not to go further. Now it would deal with the greater things in there.
Yeah, see, look, it was trying to help you.
Yes, but with one hoof, it killed 8 people. It killed a priest. What kind of defying creature kills a priest?
One not of that faith.
And there was that other one, the one that came back with us. He's not what he looks like. He's worse. So much worse. And he goes into a mad ramble and continues drinking at that point. Barlow comes up behind you and taps you on the shoulder and pulls you back. And that's the best you're going to get out of him.
Okay, well, that's still some very
unless you've got a
helpful
way of calming him
information.
down, he's going to be in that for a while.
But still helpful, I would say.
Yeah. I don't know. Such a weird thing. Even his description of that thing, I know what it is. It's an old sailor's thing. You would see a keyring come up alongside you if you were hauling a very precious cargo, or you were set on a divine journey. Storybook stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I get you.
Never known it to actually kill people.
I mean, I have a slight idea, but I'm gonna relay it back to people that, back to the party.
Yeah.
What we found out.
Okay, then. Speaking of the rest of the party, let's cut over to Shizuka and Erin. As you guys make your way through the centre of town, you pass by various small shops and businesses, and then you come across a small cartographer's. As you enter the room, who enters first? That would be a better question. Who's going in first?
Rock, paper, scissors? Or roll for initiative?
Paper, scissors, little spark.
Aaron will go in first.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay,
Fine.
Erin, a 20 versus AC.
That hits.
It's a D6 for crossbows these days, isn't it?
I am going to.
I am so glad you mentioned a certain monk ability.
Snare missiles.
Go on, make that roll.
Deflect missiles. Okay. Alright, hold on. Let me read up a bit.
I think it's a D20.
D10 plus my dex modifier. So 1d10 plus 4. Ten.
Oh, I believe that means you catch it.
Can I tell where it came from?
You do. You see that it came from Dave, who is sat behind the bar and has fired a crossbow at someone who literally just walks in the door.
I am going to throw the bolt back in his direction, but aim it for next to him, not at him.
Okay, so you catch the bolt, just flick it back, and he ducks down behind and goes, I'm sorry.
Erin, is everything alright?
Just playing a little game of catch, don't mind me.
I go in there, what do I see?
You go inside, and the shop looks like it has been set up preparing for a siege. Tables have been overturned to sort of block the doorway. Any valuable looking maps have since been pulled away from shelves, and you can see in a small pile in the corner where there is a counter, a small half-elven gentleman sitting there shaking, quivering with a emptied crossbow and a bolt just sort of above his hairline. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fire at you. I've just had a very jumpy day.
Accidents happen.
It's alright.
What happened here?
Oh, but that was me. So ever since I've come back, I've barricaded myself in.
That you left your door unlocked.
Well, how else was I supposed to know someone was going to come in? If I locked the door, they smashed the window.
You'd hear them anyway.
I suppose you make a good point. I'm not really cut out for this line of work. I just wanted to go explore.
Sir, no, sir, just stop for a moment and just take a long, deep breath. You're safe inside this cartographer shop.
Make a persuasion check for me.
22.
Very good. He puts the crossbow down and pushes it to one side and takes a deep breath. Apologies, madam. Welcome to Dave's Cartographers. Is there a map you'd be requiring?
In a sense, yes, but also some questions that I hope you'd have some insight into.
Certainly. How can I be of assistance to a fellow patron of Amoy Kane?
There's this island that recently had an expedition take place.
I'm well aware. I led that expedition.
Then I suppose all we really need to ask is what happened during the expedition.
Go ahead and make another persuasion check for me.
Okay.
You can tell by like the look on his face, like asking about it is really a touchy subject.
Yeah.
And goodness sake, there are other numbers.
I know.
Nice.
Anyway, he goes through the story for you, and it seems to line up with what the prisoner Hunter went over with you. These guys turned up. They started exploring. When you meet up later with Zoppa, like you'll get the full story of. They arrived. A Kirin pulled up on shore to stop them and squashed those that said, "We don't believe you." He managed to convince it that they are here to gather knowledge under a Moikane, to which he allowed them to go, but warned them of something that was living at the mountain in the middle. And during that expedition, they came across things as we lose a Christie.
No.
Hey, she's back.
There you go. My fault. I opened up another tab with Discord on, so it's
So we went, haha, no call for you.
yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, so they began their exploration of the island. He was taking down cartographical notes, so he knew roughly where he was headed and things if they ever came back. And then they found something there that was certainly giant in size.
No.
Living in the mountain itself. And was causing all sorts of havoc. And that's when the expedition went south quick, and even as they were retreating, they got swept up by elementals and creatures of storm magic. And that's when they came across their pale-skinned companion. Although they didn't know he was pale-skinned, he seemed fairly well armed and well suited for the cold. And as they got back to the boats, Hunter managed to fight off the Kirin. But they weren't quite sure if he used magic or what, but when their fight started, there was quite the snowstorm that suddenly, appeared out of nowhere. And something pushed their boat back on, with enough force to make it move. And it was on their way back, they found Hunter below deck. And Hunter helped bring them back home. But that whole expedition has rocked Dave's world. Essentially, he wants to just go to a monastery or a sanatorium and just stay there forever. And to that end, he shoves you his quickly sketched maps and tells you that if you want to go, I'm not going. I'm staying here. I'm going to sell all my shop. I'm going to sell the last of my stock. I'm going to pack up and go home. Oh no, this is my home. I'm going to pack up and go elsewhere.
Probably, I mean, if that's what you decide, then that's absolutely all right. I can't possibly imagine how traumatic it was for you, but I will keep you in my thoughts and prayers, and hope that you find peace after your ordeal.
Sorry, you say thoughts and prayers in my brain.
Yeah, no.
Social
no,
media,
that's
thoughts
fine.
and prayers.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was kind of thinking, I don't want to say thoughts and prayers, but that's the only thing I could come up with.
It's a fair it's a fair thing to say. To which again he's like, many thanks. May Moikane always open knowledge for you.
Thank you, and you take care of yourself, all right?
I will certainly try, my dear.
Okay.
I love Twitch chat. Dave's a small dude. Yeah, he went adventuring once.
Never again. Never again.
Exactly. Why go adventuring? Farming's completely safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just make sure you don't accidentally impale yourself on one of your many farm tools and you're fine.
Yeah. That works out great. I think it's eaten by a cow. There is no cow level.
I mean, now I kind of want a cow level.
Fine, I'll go find the Diablo 2 rules for 3.5. Moo.
Nice. Alright, I mean, if that's everything, Aaron, we should probably, we should probably take away the crossbow bolt, just to make sure no one else, gets shot.
Oh, yes, please do. And he hands you a small bundle with 19 bolts.
Ooh.
By all means, take it. I don't want to have it anymore. My adventuring days are done. One day's adventuring is enough for me.
So if I pull that bolt out of the wall that I threw, can I make it even 20?
You can do indeed, yes.
All right. I suppose we should go back to the others and see what they found out.
All right then.
Maybe.
So you guys all meet back up. You managed to get the full story, as it were. So Hunter was not lying to you.
I just don't trust him.
Well, Sopper has an interesting idea, or at least
Go for it.
well. So once I see you guys and that, and we'll see relay information. The ghost spoke to said something very interesting about Hunter. Apparently, that's not what he looks like. He has a different form. So my theory is Hunter is actually whatever it was that the Kyrian was trying to stop them going to. The other side, and then, like a clever little monster he is, he changed form, fought the Kirin, which, of course, if he was a being himself, would have been strong to do. And of course, sort of an illusion to sort of make it look like it was obviously Hunter himself fighting it. And then stowing on board back as Hunter.
So you're suggesting that maybe that Hunter was one of the other creatures from the island, and
Exactly. And then why else would he need... He chose to keep a cartographer, which is a map maker, if I am correct, to get home, obviously, for directions, and the captain, or, whereas about the captain, which would know how to sail. They're the only two people he needed to get away from the island and onto the mainland.
actually, now that you mention that, I also an idea just come to my head. What if the What if the Korean that killed the sailors wasn't the same Korean that the hunter fought? What if that Korean that killed everyone was one and the same?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If he can change forms, because the sailor guy I talked to said that wasn't even Hunter's proper look. That he looks much more scary. So
it was for the best that we left him behind.
Yeah. But the other question now we have is, if it is him, there might be a murderous beast after something on the island and in town.
Yeah, sorry, Mob. Could you repeat that part, Christy? My brain sort of tapped out.
Said so there might be, but that also means that there might currently be a murderous beast let loose on this bigger island.
And this is when you know that "oh no" screenshot with Matt Mercer in there, where he goes, "Oh no,
Oh no."
Oh no,
that's
yeah.
kind of what I'm thinking right now.
Guess what I have on my phone?
Is it Matt Mercer going, "Oh no"?
It is indeed. I just need to find it.
Well, I leave it up to you guys what you'd like to do next.
Do we want to head off, or do we want to actually try to make sure that this guy's secure? Not gonna go murder hobo on.
Yes, we should probably make sure that he's secure before we leave. You're right, Sopper. We should make sure that there's absolutely no way that he can attempt to harm anyone.
Yeah.
Let's go to the military district.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the day wanes on and the sun slowly begins to set, you arrive back in the military district. You request to speak with Hunter. You are brought over to his cell. And you find him laying on the floor. Still completely starkers, but you notice that he is playing with a ball of ice.
out of character, I think I know exactly what he is.
Okay.
But I don't want to say it out loud because that would spoil Brian's awesome story.
Well, put awesome world building where things are starting to overlap and intertwine.
I mean, I can whisper to you. I will whisper to you, Christy.
Yeah, I mean, you can do.
But anyway, you see him in there. It doesn't seem to have taken notice of you all.
Good.
Yeah.
But you all sit there and look at him and he sits and goes, "You can come in if you like, you know. I'm semi-decent."
I mean, sure. I can walk in. You know, Zopper has no...
And you once again into a small cell. You slowly your doors and that snowball he's playing with does have a slight yellowish tinge.
Oh, God! Oh, no!
I am not shaking his hand now, for sure.
Oh, no! Oh, God damn!
You've not been making snow cones, have you? Clearly, he's been making lemon snow cones.
Now there's an idea, and he leans his head back so he can talk around you. And he just yells out, "If someone would bring me a bowl of water and maybe some bread." Gosh, I am not recommending this jail cell.
Been a fair few then. I'll go and sit back on the floor with him. Again, like I did last time.
At this point, he pulls himself up to a seating position and he just throws the snowball against the wall and you hear it splat. Dusts his hands off. So, what can I do for this conjugal visit? Is it a conjugal visit? Looks around to all the ladies. Please say it's a conjugal visit, because my sister would be incredibly embarrassed.
I mean, if you could become one if you divulge some information.
And what information might I divulge?
The fact that maybe you look slightly different to what you are now.
I mean, you look kind of person that can do magic. And he throws his hand over his face and you watch his sort of like the ice colour melts from his skin and he has more like a high elf complexion.
Yeah.
And, you know, prestidigitation and basic thaumaturgy, you can do anything.
Yeah, I know. Even maybe become a monster yourself.
Now that's different. That is proper transmutation magic.
Unless you were that to begin with. And you've mutated yourself down into a human.
Now you see, that's where you're wrong.
Technically, he's an elf.
Indeed.
Well, you know, we're all humanoids when it comes down to it.
Oh, certainly, yes, we're anthropomorphic personifications of people.
Of course, of course.
With the right bit of will, I suppose I could be a human, I could be a dwarf. I could even be a dragonborn.
I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet.
I know I remember that Pokemon one that I found.
It's the meme.
The Pokemon one I found was freaking hilarious. It's just so hilarious. And at the end line, it's like, for $20, I'll be anything you like.
Okay, yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Dittos, man. It's all dittos are useful.
It is.
But yeah, I could do anything with a strong enough will. Isn't all magic is these days?
Yeah. It's just willing participants.
Although that's not the case for you, and he points to Crip.
Oh, shiza.
Uh-oh.
He knows!
You are a dangerous one. I would be careful if I were you.
Oh, Crepe is fine. He just hasn't got used to not having a tail anymore.
Oh. So he wasn't always a drow. That's interesting. That's funny. What was he before then?
Well, he was actually our pet. We had a collar for him and everything.
Kinky. You guys are sounding like more fun by the minute.
No, like a literal pet. He was a kobold.
At that point, he fully looks over Creep. He's like, a kobold now. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, if my brother hears about this, he's going to lose his shit.
And how many brothers and sisters do you have exactly?
At this point, he stands up and walks over to Creep as you ask that question and looks up and down. All in all, I have 9 other siblings.
Mm-hmm. Would Zoppa know about if she thinks, if she's sort of...
No, none of you
No.
would.
No.
No, even if you guys rolled a natural 20, you would not know what he's talking about.
No. Wow, large family. I know, I am as well. I am as well now. Because I know as a player, I'm like, damn, I know who it is.
Well, I mean, I told you who I think it is.
I know, it's who you think it is, but it just sort of confirms it with the brothers and sisters.
But anyway, enough about my family.
Yeah.
Why are you here? Are you planning on going back to that island in need of a good hunter?
No, I think we've got a hunter. Well, I don't know if we're actually even hunting something. What would we be hunting?
I feel hurt.
We're
Well, I
just
believe you said
nearly
something about a journey.
I am screaming internally because we didn't
Yes.
mention anything.
Hang on. I've got a way around it. Yes. So you know that guy I was telling about you earlier with the massive dick?
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, basically, I have a bone to pick with him, and I have something of his. And, I kind of just want to go and shove it in his face.
When you mention that you have something of his, he looks you up and down, more specifically across your belly, and goes, "You're hiding it extremely well."
Oh yeah, clearly I am. But when something of his, I mean something that you might have overheard.
Be surprised how much you overhear sitting in this jail cell. Did you know that these soldiers haven't been paid in 2 weeks?
Uh-oh.
Now that's a big crime in itself.
I know, it's almost like as if this entire country is about to have an economic collapse.
And
You
let's just
giant
say we
children.
want to help make sure that the right person gets the job done.
Oh, certainly, certainly. But again, take me with you if you're going to that northern island. That'd be nice. Finish what I started.
I mean, we're still interested in what you started.
Like I said, I was hunting something.
Yes, but what would you be hunting that would be even bigger than you?
Well, giants. Giants are pretty big.
So what use would you have as a giant? With a giant, I would say.
Not with the giant, what the giant has in its hoard. She was a particularly mean one, that Quintessa.
Does Quintessa mean anything as a name?
No, it doesn't seem to spark anything. But when he sees the puzzle looking on your face, he goes, okay, I should explain. Quintessa was someone I took under my wing, let's say.
Tasha's having a breakdown.
I know these things.
Yeah, like holding your notebook and it's just slowly twisting around into a new shape now. and I taught her a few things that I knew, and she may have used those things irresponsibly. I was hunting her down to set things right. I was not expecting a band of explorers to come rolling up on that island.
Then why didn't you stay on the island in the first place?
Because she's let something out that should not have been let out. Therein lies the problem.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you seem well travelled. Have you come across giants in your time?
Mm,
Oh, yeah, we have.
we have. Down below, haven't we?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we've met some earth giants, I would take it, if they've got ice giants.
Hill giants or stone giants.
Stone, was it? I think.
Yes, there were stone giants. There were stone and hill giants living in
They were
Yeah.
in the underground
yeah.
city.
well.
And it's like, huh? Now, imagine one of those, but make them a bit bigger. And you know when you get that wonderful gift that your creators gave you? Comes around for once a month sort of thing.
Oh, no.
And you want to murder someone. Now imagine that always.
Okay. I get you.
And now surround yourself with magical arcane artifacts that respond to such anger and act upon it. That is what is on that island. A very angry PMT giant.
She just needs a lover. Or a cat. Cats solve everything.
There was a cat. Emphasis on was. Poor thing. Doesn't know what to do with itself now.
Oh no. Why did I mention a cat? Now we're scared. Now we're upset.
Oh no, the cat's fine. It's just not a cat anymore.
Oh, no.
It's
no.
substantially bigger than a cat.
It's a dog. A mastiff. I mean, what?
It's a saber-toothed tiger.
No. Oh, no.
So yeah. So if you guys are going to go that way, I'd recommend taking you with me. Otherwise, I'm just going to be sat in here, bored. Until the captain can decide what to do with me.
I mean, what do you reckon, guys?
Oh, this is a tough spot because on the one hand, I don't want him coming with us. On the other hand, if we do take him with us, then at least he may not be doing what I think he'd be doing because, Christy and I definitely know what the feck he is.
I mean, the other thing in the back of Zoppa's mind as well is that we do have. Out of game, if we think we know who he is, we do have at least 2 genies on our side that
this is very
could
true.
call upon, which if he is also a divine being of some sort, at least that sort of something that can combat him. Not combat him, but might.
Oh, might.
Keep him occupied.
Keep him occupied a little bit more, if he did turn on us.
Yeah.
And I mean, Zoppa's quite happy just to keep on making bargains.
I'll tell you what, you can keep making bargains if you want. Yeah, I will happily let you make all these bargains.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, so
I have a feeling that he will be coming with us whether we want him to or not.
yeah, you're right.
I mean,
so maybe get on his good side by inviting him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
All right.
Yeah.
You're coming with us, but you'll have to wear clothes out in public and on the ship. I'm not getting distracted.
He looks down and is like, no, that's fair. I can be very distracting.
Indeed.
In that case, then, if you could be so kind and inform the captain that I should be accompanying you to the island.
Now, who's going to do that?
Fine, I'll inform the captain. I
mean, if it helps the captain out, just say that we have a way of controlling him. We think.
Do we?
We do. Well,
Do you?
Do you? No. I'll tell the captain, and Izuka will reluctantly say, "Hey, so we're taking them with us."
At which point, the captain just rubs his temples and goes, "Oh, thank all the gods for this," and goes away with a couple of retainers and comes back to Hunter's cell with a box. And just drops the box down as like, and there's all his effects. Just take him with you, get him out of my sight. If you need a boat, we've got the boat. It's fine.
Oh, but that's actually very good because we didn't actually think about getting a boat. But yes, that would be most helpful. Thank you.
I mean, we were literally just going to hop on a boat. You hadn't.
The captain had a boat ready for you.
Right then.
Do I have his model for you? No, I do not. In that case, then I need to load it up really quick, and I can let you know what he looks like.
Yay!
2 seconds. That is the wrong guy. So yeah, as he gears himself up, where would he be? There you are. You can see now he wears white, almost dragon scale looking leathers. He pulls a scarf over the lower half of his face and throws on a cloak and a hood, and looks very akin to like, an assassin from Assassin's Creed. He just sheathes the small short sword and loads a hand crossbow, which he then throws into a holster that lies across the small of his back. Claps his hands together and goes, "Fantastic! Right, I'm all geared up. Am I less distracting now?"
Yes. Less distracting.
Cool.
To us, we can't see you at all. Right, let's ignore you for the rest of the trip.
And he stands there with his whole post like, but I'm a key NPC here. How could you ignore me for the whole trip?
Watch us.
I don't know. Play hard to get. I'll just sort of tap him on the shoulder. Easy, just play hard. I'm just playing hard to get and walk off.
Walk away. Fine. And he goes to the docks there in the military district with you all.
Spoonie.
Oh, girl, we broke Marie.
Because I read Spoonie's comment in Twitch chat.
Oh, what she wrote.
You need a spare mask. Oh, God.
Well, we
Grow up, you child.
Why? What? A spare what?
Oh,
Spare mask.
Oh, God. Oh, God damn it.
Oh, it's just
No,
terrible.
that was from 3 campaigns ago, Tosh.
I know.
Anyway, so you guys make your way down to the docks within the military district itself, and inside its small little harbour, you can see a 2-mast caravel. Its hull is weathered and worn. It has seen a few bits of damage. The sails are a bit tattered, but she still seems seaworthy. Oh, hydrate, posture check, and a stretch. You're dumping all those XP points. My spine appreciates it.
Yeah, 3 campaigns ago, my cleric had a war horse called God Damn It, courtesy of me. Essentially, I couldn't think of a good name for the horse, and I just kept saying, God damn it, God damn it, God damn it, and
So,
yeah,
you had a bear called Gum Dammit.
yes, yeah, this is true.
yeah.
Yeah, Gum Damn
bear.
It. Yes.
So, yeah, you guys look over the ship and everything else. Like I said, it's seen some battle damage, and you notice that a few parts of it are still got like a light frost texture to it. But it's just thin enough that like, if you run your finger across it, it just comes off. And things like that. The Lord Captain lends you a couple of sailors to help you get going. At which point, Hunter goes straight to the helm. And sits there with what you assume is probably the biggest, like, childlike grin. And starts... does anybody speak Celestial?
I think I do.
I don't think I do this time. I think I'm thinking Marlon.
Yes,
Or do
I
I?
speak Celestial.
Alright then. Shizuka, you can understand him. The rest of the party, I'm going to say, cannot.
No, I think I'm thinking Marlon with that one.
Yeah. But he begins like pointing and saying things in Celestial, and he's literally like giving orders, like to raise anchor, drop mainsail, and everything else. I tell you when everyone's like looking in front, he's like, raise anchor, drop the mainsail, and let's get the heck out of here.
That's all you had to say.
I did say it, just in a language none of you understood.
She's just gonna pretend that she did not understand the thing, but she knows deep inside. She knows.
You know what he is.
Yes. Yeah. So. Yeah, she's good. She's just gonna say nothing to that.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah.
And now we are sailing. We
Indeed.
are sailing.
And so you guys begin to sail. Could someone roll me, please, a D100?
I can, yeah. 100.
Hey.
Hey.
Very nice. You gain some favourable winds.
Woo.
Well,
And you
considering
guys-
we literally have a wind genie, you would think so.
Children. But yeah, you guys have gained some favourable wind, and you actually managed to make a couple of extra days. Could I have another D100 roll?
I don't mind if no one else wants to do it. Okay.
Go for it.
53.
Pretty nice. As you guys are sailing on what would I assume be like day 2, I think. He's just
I
now
was gonna say-
realizing he needs to actually count out the hexes.
I was gonna say, do we recover all our spell slots and all our like shenanigans at this point? Cool.
Okay. So yeah, about the 3rd day in, you guys are pretty clear now of the main continent. Following several other sailing ships as they're doing cargo runs and transport duties between Minato and Suinruto. And as you make your break northward, Shizuka, you're the one that spots it first.
Ah.
Well, there's a slight sea fog that begins to roll in.
Uh-oh.
And as it rolls in, make a perception check for me.
Oh, crap. Like, just normal or with advantage, disadvantage?
Just a normal roll, please.
24.
Oh, nice. You're killing these rolls today, Tosh.
I don't know. Like, Moikane must be in my favour.
Yeah, must be. So anyway, yeah, you roll up alongside. Oh, you're sailing along, and the sea fog begins to roll into the side, and you notice in the fog, you see a shape start to make out through the mist, and you realise that it is in fact a Kirin.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
They're meant to be good luck, aren't they?
I mean, yeah, they're meant to be good luck.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Yeah. I'm just watching it to see what it does, like how it reacts.
Just slowly drifts in closer and closer. You'd wager that you're probably about to hit it.
Like as in run it over?
yeah, there will be a collision course if you don't do anything.
Slow down.
Yeah. Slow. Okay. Whoever's at the steering wheel. I guess I'll try and get to whoever's at the helm and be like, we should probably either slow down or maybe turn at least left or right because we're going to hit something if we don't.
At which point Hunter, who has not left the helmet.
That's just as bad as the assassin thing.
Yeah, a flub. Yeah, Hunter sits there and, as you say, like, we need to slow down or whatever, he looks over at the fog and goes, I will go with your judgment. And he orders to cut speed a little bit, and he turns the boat slightly to port. And the collision is avoided, but the keyring does come up alongside. And it is huge compared to you guys. If this thing wanted to, it could just heel kick the deck of the ship and break it in half. But you notice that all the wind dies down, the boat comes to a gentle stop. And none of you hear it, it's just a voice that just politely pops into your head. As it speaks telepathically, and it's all in your native language. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he asks you, why are you coming this way? This northern island holds nothing for you and your exploring nature.
We are in search of a being by the order of Omoikane. And we wish to pursue it and possibly avoid a great danger should this being fall into the wrong hands.
Tell me then, priestess of Omoikane. Do you know what this creature holds that is so dangerous?
Well, I mean, we're after two... Well, I guess we're after two creatures, but one that I guess is more of a concern for myself and the rest of my party is a genie of sorts. By itself, it has some power, but with all four different ones, and I am really trying to say it in such a way that I guess Hunter doesn't actually hear it, or at least doesn't, I don't know, find out about it. But combined with a number of others, it would give the person who brings them together a great power that can either... hang on, I'm trying to word this. That can either cause salvation or destruction at the whim of the user. And I would rather avoid the outcome where the user wants destruction.
But you seek it as well. Do you seek it for destruction?
No. I seek it to preserve the world as it is. I want to preserve the world and the life on it so that others who have done nothing wrong can bear the consequences of one person's selfish wish.
Some would consider what you're doing to be selfish. Would you share such a responsibility with your companions?
If the others are willing to share that responsibility with me, then that is what I'll do. If I have to bear the responsibility by myself, then so be it.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
Ah, shit! saying that though, do I have something?
I would offer to assist, but I have a negative to my charisma.
No, I'm trying to think whether I did have something that would allow me to one skill or two. So if I could activate a channel divinity, could I use it to boost my persuasion?
I mean, the wording does say skill check, doesn't it?
Let me have a look. So, you can use your channel divinity to tap into a divine well of knowledge. As an action, you choose one skill or tool. For 10 minutes, you have proficiency with the chosen skill or tool. It doesn't say skill check, but I presume skill would be one of the other skills here.
Indeed.
So I would like to use a channel divinity to be proficient with my persuasion, or at least proficient or with advantage. I can't remember. Let me
It'd
have
be
a look.
proficiency. It's bad.
Ah, shit! I'm already proficient. Never mind. I'm already proficient in persuasion. Okay.
I mean,
So it would make you an expert?
No, it doesn't stack.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't stack.
I mean,
yeah.
I could always join in. Let me see what my persuasion check's going to be. And it's really bad. I don't know where it is today.
Yeah, 16.
I suggest you go with caution. And you see his eyes track up the boat to the helm where Shiro Hunter is leaning on the helm, just like sort of waving his hand as if to go, "Come on, I want to get going. The meter's running." And you hear him just say, "You should be aware of that one."
I've had this warning before, and I've had this warning before. I appreciate you reassuring what concerns I have. But we'll be sure to keep an eye on him.
Very well. But be warned, the path ahead is treacherous. And he as he circles around to the back of the boat, you feel the boat gently sort of lean forward, and you realise he's giving you a gentle push.
Aww.
Aww. The Fluffy is helping.
Well, the
and
Scaly
as you push away, you hear Hunter just yelling off the back, "That's right. Know who's better than you? Giant overgrown horse." At which point
Can zop a hair and give him a clip around the ear.
Oh, feel free, but as he says that, it's a very ominous clap of thunder.
Let's not antagonize the celestial being, shall we?
But why not?
Because they're currently giving us a lift.
I mean, I suppose. Fine. I still have a score to settle with that thing.
Shut up about it, or you're walking the rest of the way. I don't know if you've got a diving suit with you.
Looks over the edge and goes, more of a swim.
No, I literally mean walking. You are going to have some concrete boots put on you if you don't shut up.
Has anyone told you you're really feisty?
Maybe. When I want to be.
Yeah, you should try being feisty more often. And with that, you guys arrive on the shores of the Northern Island.
Yeah.
And that is where we're going to pick up next week.
Yeah.
Because the DM does not have a map prepared for this.
Uh-oh.
He expected things with Hunter to go much longer.
Oh dear.
And much worse.
No, much longer, because I suspect Tash and Chrissy have figured out who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially by the name.
Yeah, especially by the name. We'll tell you, Marie, after
when we close the stream off. For those that want to know who it is, I recommend heading over to the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And there should be a video in there going over the homebrew lore, as it were. Way back when. I am intending to make a new one. I have a new map done.
Which we have all seen.
Yes. And I keep editing it as well because I look at it and go, do you know what, a special colour here, I want to put a bit of land there. It will never be finished. I will need someone to take it away and slap my hands and say, no, stop. But anyway,
Sounds like a job for Tosh.
I'll get the handcuffs.
now you know they're not going to work.
Oh my.
Anyways, thank you all for watching. If you haven't done so already, feel free to click that follow button down there. It is a great way of supporting the channel. If you have an Amazon Prime subscription, why not use it to subscribe to the channel using your Amazon Gaming or Prime, whatever they're calling it now. They keep changing the name of the damn thing. By the way, the freebie subscription, which costs you next to nothing to use.
Yay.
And things would be fantastic and great. And then with all that subscription money, I can do better things like improve the setup a little bit. Which would be nice. But in any case, thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next week as this party journeys across the Northern Island. Until then, everybody, farewell. And I have hydrated. I can't hydrate anymore. They're empty.
We'll have a hydrating stream one day where you just sit there and everyone.
It's just going to be a hamster bottle of rum. I'm just going to be sitting there licking it.
Oh, God.
But in any case, good night, everybody. We'll see you all next time. Farewell.
Bye.